Hello and welcome to the third edition of the Weekly Burghy. Here comes your sexy host, Tommy 2 times, Tommy Albrecht.
Woohoo! 2 times, baby, 2 times. That's what I'm talking about, 2 times. All right, enough of that. Hello. Thank you and welcome to Weekly Burghy. How you all doing tonight?
Great.
Great.
Yep.
All right, well, this is episode 3 of season 3. We're working in threes here. And it's official, guys. The original Star Wars stars will appear in the new movies that are slated to hit theaters in a few years. Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill, and Carrie Fisher have all signed on. Are we pumped to see the man who had the Force with him all along? Yes. Are we excited to see the only man who makes wearing a vest cool? Of course. Is Carrie Fisher going to wear that gold bikini again? Dear God, let us pray not. But regardless, I cannot wait. Also making news, a girl was attacked in a zoo by a lion when she fell into a pen. Lion experts said the attack could have been avoided. You don't need lion experts to tell you how to avoid that. Don't fall into a pen. Problem solved. Now, as all of you know, we did have this week, and then it's our spring break next week, and I couldn't be any happier about it. I've got flights booked, I've got booze bought, and I see many women upon my horizon. And I got that green. And no plotty potheads, I don't mean that stanky-danky. I went out this past weekend and bought an entire wardrobe of green. The shirt made the cut. I got a whole green man suit. It's ridiculous. I got all the green breakfast foods, too, like green bagels, green eggs, green ham, so I could make the book, life. Some people also know that St. Patrick's Day is known as a keg day, so I went out and got myself a barrel of green beer in the shape of a keg. And I'm not going to lie, I do wish that we could all be here in Plattsburgh to celebrate the luck of the Irish together. But unfortunately, as you all know, we are not allowed to be in Plattsburgh for the holiday because of past events from the 80s. Now it's time to get serious, Dave. I got to sit down for this. Hold on a second. I guess I'm sitting down. Now, so I'm going to talk to you viewers at home about the history of why we can no longer be here in Plattsburgh for St. Patrick's Day.
Sounds like this is going to be a pretty cool idea, Tommy.
It is.
I'm excited.
It definitely is, Dave.
Yeah?
It definitely is.
Right.
And it's as if Plattsburgh has been trying to sweep this information under the rug to keep all these worried parents from doing what they do best, worrying. But it's not something a master of Google can find, let me tell you.
Oh boy.
Oh boy is right. 1980 was the last St. Patrick's Day that SUNY Plattsburgh has had in session. Problems arose because Plattsburgh was known as the place to be on St. Patrick's Day. Over 10,000 people would come down to downtown Plattsburgh, and they would party, causing many arrests, disturbances, and they would just disrupt the community in general. A student also once fell through the fire escape in the Alley of Monopoles. Sounds like certain death.
Sounds like a pretty good night.
Obviously.
I heard in that same alleyway in the 70s, a bonfire was also started right outside our beloved monopole.
Indeed, Dave, indeed. Basically, Plattsburgh used to be pretty out of control.
Yeah, that's not changed much. Did you hear about that drug raid that happened in Memorial Hall?
Yes, I did. I did hear that, and that happened a while ago, too, but it was not related to St. Patrick's Day at all, as far as I can find. It was very hard to find information on the topic, although I did find that it was listed as one of the top 10 college drug busts, because it was over like $120,000 worth of cocaine inside a duffel bag in a locker in Memorial. It was straight 80s like mob ridiculousness.
It's pretty awesome. I'm saying SUNY Plattsburgh's pretty scandalous right now. Tommy, I actually brought in a clip of a local news report about all these scandals, and the blonde male reporter is definitely Tommy in 15, if you know what I mean.
Oh, does he? Roll the clip.
Yeah.
Let's see this.
Drug busts, identity thefts, a stabbing. It's been a busy month for the Plattsburgh City Police Department. The question tonight, does all this mean crime in general is on the rise? News Channel 5's Heather Van Arsdale joins us live in the studio with more.
Investigators say Figueroa was in possession of almost 100 bundles of heroin. That's about a $5,000 street value.
There's so much that comes up and down this northward, this corridor. It's surprising.
Later that same day, a second drug bust at this home on Margaret Street.
There's a house on Margaret Street, that has been under investigation for a considerable amount of time. This will have an impact, locally on the streets. It'll be a little bit more difficult to get some marijuana for a short period of time, and and the heroin as well.
There's a house on Margaret Street, and you can go there to buy your Coke.
Nice singing, Dave. What was that a rendition of?
That was House of the Rising Sun, but the cocaine edition. Thank you very much.
It doesn't sound like it. But for all of you who were looking, mystery solved there. So, Dave, have you heard of the tips they've been giving out to the good people of Plattsburgh to help police look for local drug dealers in their neighborhoods?
Indeed I have, Tommy. Just kidding. I've not heard a thing at all.
Well, WPT Zips for that is to look for high traffic and a lot of people coming and going and short visits, usually late in the evening at night. So basically keep an eye on every college house ever off campus in the entire world, and you'll catch them.
Those are some fantastic tips. I mean, as you're saying, it sounds like every Plattsburgh college kid, after a late night of drinking and some bong hits.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous, Dave. Well, we're about to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we will see how Steve and Alexis are doing out in the field. Alexis is going to ask around and see what students are doing for their spring break, and Steve will be trying to solve the mystery of why we can't be here for St. Patrick's Day. Like, we already know that. Okay.
Alexis Kraft here in the Blue Room, field reporter for the weekly Burghy. Here we're going to ask students what they're doing for their spring break. Here we have Jordan Bradley, and she's going to tell us what she's going to do for spring break. Jordan, what are you going to do for spring break?
For spring break, I'm going to spend a lot of time with my family.
How do you feel about not being able to stay in Plattsburgh during spring break for St. Patrick's Day?
I really don't like it.
Brandon, what are you going to do?
I am going to go to Long Island and visit a nude beach.
Why do you think we're not allowed to be here?
Because we're college students and we'll act crazy.
You've never celebrated St. Patrick's Day? You've never let the Irish out?
No.
What are you going to do for spring break?
Get my car registered.
So what do you let out? Don't they have leprechauns in Pakistan?
What's a leprechaun?
Kimberly, what are you going to do?
I'm actually going to visit my grandma down in Florida.
A little red-headed Irish man who collects gold.
That's not creepy.
It is creepy. That's why I'm trying to figure out what they're doing here.
Here we have Dave Edwards, and he's going to tell us what he's doing for his spring break.
So yeah, I think the whole.
Oh, wait, shh. I think I see one.
See what?
I'm not gonna let this one get away. Well,
Alexis, it's me. I'm on the show. Like If you want to know what I'm doing for spring break, I'm gonna go to Plattsburgh. This great city of Plattsburgh, but like I know you.
I got a leprechaun.
Dave!
Hey!
Dave. Are you taking me with you, Dave?
where are you hiding it then?
I'm not hiding it anywhere. I'm not a leprechaun, man.
Yeah, okay. That's what they all say.
I mean, sure, if you want to come to Plattsburgh, you'll already be here, but you could still come.
I really do still want to come with you.
No, seriously, Leprechaun, I know why we can't be here for St. Patrick's Day on spring break. It's because you're having a convention, and it's really secretive, and it's a Leprechaun conspiracy, and I know what you're doing. So just stop it.
Look, man, for the last time, I'm not a leprechaun.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Like, just prove it. Prove it.
You wanna know why we can't be here for spring break?
Yeah, I'd love to know, Leprechaun.
It's all right here. All right.
What is this?
Hey, just watch it, all right, and leave me alone.
Oh man, we're gonna have to take this tape to forensics to see if it's real. I still don't trust that guy though. Let's follow him.
Here we have Karen McDonald telling us what she's going to do for spring break.
I'll be catching up with my friends in Albany. I'm probably going to consume large amounts of alcohol.
Well, I really don't have much planned. I'm going to work a lot because I work over at the movie theater.
You saw it here first, Plattsburgh. A couple of large specimen leprechaun are getting ready for their little meeting.
But I'm going to take at least a day or two and head down to the indoor water park for the Great Escape.
But I'm definitely going to infiltrate their meeting in Conference Room B, Ballroom B here at Angel Center. Can you tell me what's scheduled in the ballroom for March 17th?
There's nothing going on March 17th. I'm going to Albany to go to my friend's family party.
There's no leprechaun convention in the ballroom?
What's a leprechaun convention?
Clearly none of the employees are going to tell me the truth here, so I'm going to have to find someone who's going to tell me the real truth. Excuse me, sir. Can you talk to me about what's going on in here on March 17th?
What's going on?
The Leprechaun Convention?
The Leprechaun Convention, of course. We have a meeting of leprechauns all around the world coming through, and they're going to go show us their exciting pots of gold.
So you know about the global banking gold hoarding that the leprechauns are doing?
I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, everyone knows about the leprechaun.
We got someone who's paying attention here. I got the answer. These leprechaun bankers, conspiracists, don't stand a chance. I'm the best investigative reporter ever. How about some air vocals?